Hello dear students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In my previous class, I have already discussed how to form the simple sentence. Okay. Today I am going to discuss on infinitive. Okay. Dear students, remember all these are non-finite verb. Okay. Now you may ask the definition of non-finite verb. Okay. I am giving you the definition of non-finite verb. Okay. Non-finite verb. Non-finite verb. Okay. So non-finite verb is a kind of verb that cannot complete the sense of a sentence. Okay. So dear students, I hope you understood the definition. Please write it down on your copy. Okay. After that, I will discuss on the infinitive. So dear students, remember, infinitive is also a kind of non-finite verb. It means infinitive cannot complete the sense of a sentence. And how is it formed? The infinitive is formed 2 plus v1. Okay. It means what? After 2, you need to use the first form of verb. Now you may ask me, sir, what is the first form of verb? Actually, every verb has 3 forms, v1, v2 and v3. So v1 form is the present form, and v2 form is called the past form, and v3 form is called the past participle form. Dear students, I hope you understood. Okay. So infinitive is formed after 2, you have to use the v1 form. Okay. Infinitive. Okay. Now I am erasing this. Now dear students, I am going to discuss the various functions of infinitive, and this section is too much important. Means you know the definition of infinitive and how to form it, you also know, but now you need to know the functions of infinitive. I am writing down the functions one by one. Number 1, subject of a verb. Okay, subject of a verb. So look, to work gently is good for health. Dear students, I hope you understood. To work, here is the subject. Okay, to work gently is good for health. So to work here is the subject. So dear students, I hope you understood that here the infinitive is being used as a subject of a verb. Okay. Now come to the next function, that is object of a verb. It means infinitive can be used as an object of a verb. Okay. So look at the sentence. I like to dance. Okay. So I like what? So how to find out the object? If you ask the main verb by using what or whom, if you get the answer, this will be the object. So I like to dance. So I like what? So to dance. So answer is coming, dear students. So because of that, this is the object. Okay, object of the main verb. And which one is the main verb? Like is the main verb. So dear students, I hope you understood that here the infinitive is being used as the object of a verb. So look at the board. Now I am coming to the third function, be verb. Okay. Complement. The term, you may ask me, sir, what is the meaning of complement? Complement is a word that completes the sense of the verb. Complements is the word that completes the sense of the verb. Okay. And here I have written complement of a be verb. So it will complete the sense of the be verb. Okay. So look at the example. My hobby is to teach. After that, if I don't say anything, so the sentence will not be completed. Okay, so here infinitive to teach is completing the sense of the be verb is. So because of that, it is called the complement of a be verb. Dear students, I hope you understood. Okay, so all these were the simple functions of infinitive. Now I am going to discuss some special uses of the infinitive. Okay, so look at the board. I am explaining one by one. Now dear students, I am going to explain the special usage of infinitive. Suppose you consider seems or judge something. Okay, if you find such type of situation, you can follow this pattern. Okay, look at the pattern. S plus seem, appear, judge, plus to plus be plus or teach. Okay, so you just follow this pattern. If you see appear or judge something. Okay, so for an example, I am writing a sentence. Look at the sentence. He seems to be intelligent. You can also use here, he appears to be mad. Okay, or I judge him to be full. Okay, so in this way you can follow this pattern and you can form sentences just by using the infinitive. Okay, now I am coming to the next function. Now dear students, in passive voice you can also use infinitive. Okay, so you should be careful in this case. I am writing a sentence and after that I will change it into passive voice. Okay, I am to do the work. Okay, so now you need to change the sentence into passive voice. So I am changing it. You just look. The work is to be done by me. So what you have to do? After the infinitive, you need to use the be verb and after that V3 form. Okay. So in this way, you can change the sentence into the passive voice. Okay. Now come to the next function. Suppose you feel burdened. Okay. So in this case, you can also use infinitive. Just I am writing a sentence. Okay. I have to go to Kolkata. Okay. I have to go to Kolkata. Here you feel burden. A burden is there. It means what? You don't like to go to Kolkata, but you have to go to Kolkata. Okay. Again I am writing another sentence. I must go to Kolkata. Okay. So look, there is no burden. No burden. Actually, you feel it yourself that I must go to Kolkata. But whenever you are writing I have to go to Kolkata, so there is the burden. So to mention or to show the burden, okay, you can use this pattern. You just look at the pattern. Look at the pattern. I am writing the pattern. S plus has or have or had plus 2 plus V1 plus OTH. So dear students, use this pattern to indicate burden. Okay? Dear students, I hope you understood. Now I am coming to the next function. Okay? Suppose something is going to happen, but actually it did not happen. Do you understand, dear students? Suppose something is going to happen, okay, but actually it did not happen. So in this case, so what will be the pattern, or which pattern will you follow? I am showing you the pattern, okay. Just look at the pattern. Yes, but plus next sentence, next sentence, okay. You just look at the pattern at first. S plus was or where, after that about to, plus v1 plus but plus next sentence. I am showing you some examples, okay. I was about to do this, but I did not do this. Dear students, look at the sentence, you will understand that I was about to do this, okay, but I did not do this, okay, in reality. This is the fact. So if such type of situation comes to you, you will follow this pattern, okay. Suppose another interesting example is there, okay. I am just showing you. Now dear students, look at the sentence, and this is an interesting sentence. The flower was about to bloom, but it did not bloom. So what is the meaning of the sentence? Okay, actually the flower was about to bloom, but it did not bloom in reality. This is the fact. Dear students, I hope you understood. Okay, now coming to the next function. Dear students, look at the board. This is the last function of infinitive, okay. I will make you understand here. Something on the verge or brink of happening. Dear students, look at the heading. Something on the verge or brink of happening. It means the action is going to happen, but in reality it is not happening at all, okay. So you should follow this pattern. I am writing now. S plus am, is, are, was, were, going, plus 2 plus v1 plus 2vh. Okay, so this is the pattern. Just by following this pattern you can write such type of sentences that will indicate that something is going to happen, but actually it did not happen. So I am showing you some examples. Look at the board. Example: he is going to die. Okay, so look at the sentence. What is the meaning of the sentence? Okay, he is going to die. Actually he did not die, okay, he is going to die. Dear students, I hope you understood, okay. So this was the explanation, and all these were the functions of infinitive. So if you face any problem, please write it in the comment section. I will make you understand again if you face any problem, okay. And if you have any difficulty to understand any topic related to CBSE, ICSE or West Bengal board, okay, it may be related to literature or grammar, you may ask me in the comment section to teach me, okay, so that I can help you. So thank you dear students, no more today, bye.